Alright, welcome back to more Satisfactory Mesa Top Base with Murda now this time. Gonna be playing multiplayer on this. It's been a while since I last played, so let's get started. Alright, so I gave you my Blade Runner, so I guess I'm gonna try and find some Katir more so I can make myself a set. Where's that vehicle at I had?
I don't know.
Where did you leave it at?
Probably under where we were.
Yeah, I'm looking for it right now. Because I have to drive far away. Oh, it's way down there. I think I don't know if I can easily build another vehicle either. Another one of these Explorer vehicles.
Hate that for you.
I know I had found the materials from a crash site. Crash pod thing. And built one. I might have the materials now to build another. I don't remember what it requires. I know I need some fuel for it. Should I take anything with me over there? Actually, where am I even going?
I'm gonna work on the hypertube
Oh yeah,
thing, but I do want you to
getting
show
right
me.
to that.
Give me more of the. Tell me what more of the what we got here.
Well, okay, what questions do you have? How about what do
Okay,
you
well
want me
the
to show
map
you
is.
first?
Okay, one question I had.
Yep.
Was what's your vision? Because I don't want to build like this big hypertube thing. And you're like, oh, that's not how I wanted it.
Oh yeah, I'll try
Does
not
it
to be like that, but but you
does it
know me.
need to be on the ground, or should it be like the height of our factory? Or
Well, I
what?
guess it depends on where we want to go with the hypertube. Do we
My
want?
vision for this.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me tell you my vision.
All right.
My vision is that somewhere in our base there's a room or floor of some kind, and you can get to anywhere in the game from it. Any one of our. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm listening. I was just... Yep.
My game froze.
Oh. I think everything still looks good on my end.
Oh, now my screens are black.
Oh,
Looks like an Unreal process has crashed. UV4 factory game.
yeah, just restart, I guess. One thing is they changed the default graphics engine to like DirectX 12 from DirectX 11. And I found that 11 runs better than 12. So I changed it back to 11. So that might be something you... It's in the options. It's under the video options, graphics API. There's like DirectX 11, 12, and Vulkan.
Oh, so like in when you
Yep.
get
Yeah,
into
when
the
you're
game.
in the game. There's ways to change it without getting into the game, but you don't need to go through do it the hard way. Yeah, so do you want me to hang around the base? I kind of want to go get myself a set of Blade Runners, and then we can chat.
I mean, hang
Yeah.
on,
Okay.
I'm rejoining right now.
Okay. I think I'm gonna drive to where there's a Caterium node, and we can kind of chat while I'm driving, and hopefully I'll be back by time we need to be together.
Okay.
I know where one Caterium node is. It might not be the closest one though, but in the Explorer it probably shouldn't take too long.
So my vision, as I was saying before my game crashed, is that there that every one of our factories will have a hypertube on it, and you know how like last time it was like more of like a circular highway.
Yeah.
I would prefer it to be like almost like a star network where there's a room or floor in the main base, and from it you like each there's like a different like sign for each hypertube, and it would be like, oh, go to this. Oh, you want to go to the oil factory, or
Right.
so that
I see what you mean. I guess the
and then
question is,
you would enter the hypertube, and it would go right there. You wouldn't have to.
right, not have too many like get out of the hypertube, get in the next hypertube, like intersections. Though I think there would be some intersections eventually, like the further away from the base you're getting.
Wait, so do you have? Wait, is the whole entire? Are all the factories connected with this highway?
Pretty much, yeah. Actually, no, not all of them. Oops. What did I just press? All the like main factories that I have conveyor belts going to the base are connected by this highway. I have a couple factories that are not connected. Like I have two like quartz factories that are not connected, and that's probably about it.
Okay.
They aren't connected all the way to the building, but they're connected close to the building.
Okay, then my next question would be, would you want this hypertube to go on the highway, under the highway, or completely separate, up in the air?
That's...
What do you think?
I mean, if you want to run it along the highway, which kind of makes sense. I think, I don't know. I'm open to discussion. I don't know.
Well, I kind of gave you a bunch of options.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to make it overly difficult by like, probably not under, because some of the sections go like right up to the ground, so you won't be able to go under.
Okay.
So it's either like right on top or have some sort of like beams and pillars to kind of suspend it in the air. You know, not way above it, but a little bit above it that you can like walk underneath and drive underneath it. Probably that second option. Enough in the air that you can like drive underneath it and everything.
But not like.
But I don't want to make it
1,000 feet.
Right. Yeah, I don't want it to look like it's just floating and defying gravity. Like I want supports for it every once in a while, within reason.
Okay.
You'll have to try to I'll let you decide how to do it, but like make sure you leave room for maybe conveyor belts and potentially trains later on. I don't know if we want to run trains along this too.
Okay. Do you want the highway to be hidden or
No,
no?
nah. I mean, the only reason I would make it hidden if you like made it clip or made it ugly. I think you can make it cool looking.
Okay.
I don't know. If it looks, nice and neat and cool, I'd rather see it. Where am I going?
I wish they would create um, like a hypertube intersection.
Hyper, oh, like a three-way or something
Yeah.
intersection? Yeah. They may have added a few hypertube things. Check the Awesome Shop to see um, if there's any new like cosmetic or like you probably need to buy like the hypertube supports and stuff still. I don't think I've unlocked all the hypertube parts.
Okay.
Um, Going down here, I think. There it is. So this Kateria ore has one of those rocks on it that you have to blow up. So if we want to automate it, we either have to get sulfur stuff going first, or find a different node. Finding a different node might be easier. I hope that's enough.
Do we not have tickets, or do you
Not
probably
a.
have them somewhere?
I have so I have a quartz. I have actually two quartz factories, and the majority of that quartz I'm producing is just going into the awesome sink to make tickets. But I've been spending the tickets as I get them, so I probably don't have any saved up.
Well, I only
There,
want 3.
in this update, there's a lot more stuff to spend on tickets, so I've been spending them. So,
Oh, I
and it's
see.
getting
That
more,
we have
and
2.
it's getting harder to earn them right now, too. Especially since I'm syncing, more early game items and
Mm-hmm.
not the more complex later game stuff. So, yeah. So we're slowly earning them, but not very fast. And like I said, I want to focus more on like the cosmetic side of things. So I've been buying a lot of like the different, I guess, cosmetic stuff and whatnot.
Classic.
All right, I'm on my way back to the base now. Yeah, you should drive out here to my mini factories where I started out with and just like take a look at it.
What am I, your butler?
I mean, you don't... No, I just mean, like, I think some of the buildings I made are pretty cool looking.
You won't even give me a tour of them.
I mean, I can come out here with you if you want.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
were
you're
like, I'm
asking.
gonna go do this stuff. See ya.
If two people can get in one vehicle,
What's
I wonder if
stopping?
I can make another vehicle. Or we can just run on foot. I should be able to
It's
make
honestly
another
not that.
Yeah,
You can run on conveyor belts too.
yeah. Well, the conveyor belts are only good for the way back. It's the direction they're going in. I should have the Blade Runners crafted for myself soon. And then we can go.
Okay.
Though I have to handcraft the, like, ore and ingots and then into quick wire. So it'll take a little bit to handcraft.
No parts have yet to get to the last storage container.
Yeah, that... I doubt most of the stuff will get that far. Maybe concrete might do it first. Alright, I'm back at the base now. Now to walk up my stairs. Yeah, I wonder if you could put... there's no good way to make like an elevator system, I don't think. All you could really do is like have a hyper tube going from like the bottom to top or something. But you can't do like from one floor to each of the floors and one floor to every other floor on all the floors.
I was thinking about having a. That was actually one of my thoughts. Was
Yeah.
gonna be to have the ability to go to each floor, but I don't know.
It would.
All right, where are you?
I'm in the hub, on the craft bench.
Uh,
I got more than enough ore. That's all I need. Alright, crafting Blade Runners now.
where
And
would
they're
be an
made.
acceptable place for this hypertube stuff? Because I don't want to
Right.
piss you off.
I was trying to think of that and I have no idea. One second. Alright, well, right where the hub and the space elevator are at, that's kind of just big open space that you could do it on.
Okay.
And like above the storage containers, I don't have like a roof here or anything yet, but that's open space too. Um, Probably where the space elevator is, or on the basement, or like ground level floor. Um,
If
like,
I, oh, I say,
kind of like the south, pretty much under the storage or above the storage. I don't have a lot of plans for those areas.
well, I also, if I make this good, will you use it, or will you just
Sure.
spite
Yeah.
and?
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I'll use it.
I feel like you refused to use the last one.
Well, see, the thing with the last one was it ran along our train network. But like, if it's hypertube or nothing, I'll use the hypertube. If it's hypertube or train and they both take the same route, then it's kind of 50-50, depending on the
But you were
situation.
more like 99-1.
Okay, maybe. Yeah.
What do you mean maybe? Don't gaslight me.
I like to think it wasn't that bad.
Oh, I bought the wall support and the wall hole, but not the floor hole, and I need another ticket from the awesome sink for the floor hole.
Is that all that's left to really buy?
Yes.
Alright. Yeah, so, yeah, the area above the storage and where, like, the space elevator is, I mean, this is just a roof right now. I have no plans for any higher floors above this, so you could do it here. It's pretty much the south end of the base is really probably the best area.
Okay.
Or like near where the stairwell is here. On the bottom floor, I'm gonna have trains down here, but I don't need necessarily the whole floor for the trains. So you could probably use a corner of it for it, potentially too. Probably again the south end would be probably the best, because that's probably not where I'm gonna need trains at.
Okay. I think I've got an idea, but I really need that last.
Yeah.
I need one more ticket to be able to do it.
And like where the stairs are, there's like space. You could delete the walls and jut out the stairs more if you need more room.
I want it to be convenient, so I don't want to make it too far from where we like start and stuff.
Yeah. Come down to the first floor.
Oh, I had an. Okay.
I want to show you something. Because I spend a lot of time going up and down these stairs. You see me over here?
Yeah.
Come walk out here. I just deleted this wall. Like all this space you could potentially use too. Like if you follow the curve here, you could delete these walls right here where the stairs are and make this area a bit larger. This is where the foundations are here, basically.
Okay.
If you want to like use this whole corner and do a like hyper tube up and down to get like up and down into the different floors of the base, and then maybe another hyper tube that lets you kind of like leave the base, or maybe a few hyper tubes that let you leave the base. You could have, maybe you have like two hypertube hubs. Like one for travel within the base and another one for travel like leaving and entering the base.
Yeah. That might be fun. Yeah.
And then you might have like, Yeah, I'll follow you now. And then you might have one hypertube connecting the two hubs.
Yeah.
I think that's the idea I'm liking. So where are
I
you
had
going?
an idea. I don't know how you're
Okay.
gonna feel about it or not. What if
Yeah.
kind of where I'm standing, I put like the hypertube uh, floor hole, and then I went down where I am now and like went across all these
Across the
conveyors up
ceiling.
high.
The only
I don't know.
concern is I do kind of plan to add lights to the ceiling, so that would get in the way of the
Okay.
lights.
Okay. Um.
So yeah, if you could do it in a way that it's like below where the lights would go, then maybe, but there's not a lot of extra room for that.
Yeah, I was planning on having it be as close to the ceiling as possible.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely run some across the ceiling, just probably keep it to a minimum. Because, like, where it's running across the ceiling, you might have to remove the lights.
Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna start on the base one.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and you can make it run on the outside of the building, too, if you want. Like, I don't know.
Wait,
Have...
so how do I get this? Is this purple wall here?
Yep.
I need to set my. I need to get my presets going.
Yeah.
I've been out of the game.
So the whole,
So
like,
it's just basic wall.
Yeah, I redid the default color to purple, so I think if you build a basic wall, it's gonna look purple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole how like changing the color of things is different in this update. If you press Q, and then at the top you'll see like a builder and a customizer tab.
Oh
That
yeah.
customizer is new stuff, and you have like different color things. You have different like materials, so if you can just like change the material of something and patterns to put on like foundations. There's a decent amount of cool patterns you can put on foundations. So what should I do while you're doing hypertube stuff?
I don't know, cuz.
Almost done with that space elevator? Yeah, we're almost there. About 20 more. Oh, you're putting stuff right there?
Do you hate that?
I just want to... I don't hate it, but you might want to move where the wall is and, like, make this area a bit larger, maybe. Like, use that
I was
whole
gonna
corner
like
I was showing you.
label those.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
also gonna say put, like, signs above it or something to label them, too.
yeah.
But, like... I don't know, I mean, that works, too, if that's all the
You
hyper...
hate it.
No, no, no. I mean, how many hypertubes do you think you'll need here?
I just wanted one for floor. And then this is the 6th floor.
All right, I'll just let you do your thing.
What? What? Say it, Cash.
I can't quite picture what you're trying to do, and I feel like it's kind of hard to plan it all out before you do it, so it might be best to just start doing it, and then if you have to delete and make changes as you go, that's fine. Another thing to remember that I just thought of, these hypertubes will suck you in if you're too close to them when you're running by. So you have to be like real
Excellent.
close to the stairs if you don't want to go into one to like be able to run past them. I think there's enough
Excellent.
room here, but yeah. Let's see. I don't want to get Caterium and
How do I
quartz
build your
base.
basic foundation?
It's a concrete foundation I think what you actually have to do to, let's see, if you're in the builder thing and if you're in the foundation tab,
Mm-hmm. Oh, I found it. I had to look on your screen to see it though. You have to like undo concrete
yeah,
found,
okay,
or you got
yeah,
to.
yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. I don't see the normal type though. Oh wait, I'm showing only concrete. I want to show all of them. Yeah, so there's different filters by like material type now. And it'll only show the default type by default. I think I'd probably rather have no filter set. Also, you can like just place one type of foundation and then go into that customizer tab and select the other material and then click on the foundation to change it after it's already placed.
That's fun.
So yeah, you can change the material type of stuff. I think you can like change walls between the standard wall and like concrete walls the same way and stuff. Changing the color of stuff is free now in the customizer. It doesn't cost like color cartridges or whatever.
I don't even remember that being a
Yeah,
thing.
we never really messed around with recoloring stuff, but it was like a pain if you wanted to recolor a lot of things. There was like a color gun thing, and that's not a thing anymore. And we have enough to finish the space elevator.
Yay!
Just gotta throw it in there. And then we can unlock more stuff. Which is kind of my goal right now, is just unlocking stuff. Like a lot of the conveyor belts and stuff I'm placing right now are temporary until we can get like the Mark V conveyor belts. Alright, I'm launching it.
Good luck, cuz.
Also, the storage containers. I've been generally trying to like arrange them so that they're in order of like the order that you unlock the materials. So like the more complex parts will be further down the line than the less complex ones.
Gotcha.
All the basic iron parts, the first few storage containers, and then the next basic copper parts, and so on.
Do we have no cable?
Is there a storage container for it?
Oh, I was on the wrong floor. Never
You're on
mind.
yeah.
The inputs floor.
Yeah. I know there's a storage container. I don't know if we're... Some of the stuff that's being stored, I'm not making very much of, and probably all of it's going towards production. Oh yeah, apparently there's a little mini game in the hub now. I've not played it yet though. Product Packer Deluxe minigame.
Fun.
I want to try that soon sometime. Alright, what should I... Let's see what I unlocked with the new space elevator thing. Tiers 5 and 6. So that would be oil stuff. I can unlock the manufacturer. That might be what I do next. Wait, no, I need plastic and rubber to unlock it. Never mind. So pretty much all the next milestones require oil. I can't do anything without oil. Yes, that's the next thing I do. So why are you starting on floor 6?
That's
guess
where the hub is.
that's okay. Gotcha. By the way, this hub location was kind of temporary.
Okay. Well,
So
what were
like,
you planning for?
I don't have a plan. This is where I had some open space in the base, so I threw it down here for now. But I don't know if we might come up with a better location in the base later. If you would want to move the hub to a different floor. It's just the hub needs to have sky access was the issue. So this was a part of the base that had sky access. But if we ever want to use this area for something else, then it might go up another floor or something.
Okay. Do we have quartz?
How much do you need?
I
Oh,
was
that's
just
for the
gonna
signs,
label
right?
them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Signs require quartz. I have a quartz factory, but it's not. There's no conveyor belts hooking it up to the base yet. I have 200 quartz on me right now. And then you would have to make a trip out to my factory to get more. And don't think I'm really stockpiling it at the factory either, because I'm putting it all into the awesome sink right now.
Mm.
How much do you need? Or how much is one sign, and how many signs do you think you'll need?
Should I just do square sign?
Oh, that's another thing. There's more sign types I've not unlocked yet. I got like a couple of the smaller ones unlocked, but there's larger ones too. You probably just need the smaller text-based one. Kind of like
Which
the
one?
one, if you go up on this platform, the one Actually, I don't think you really even need a... Well, you might want a picture. Whichever sign this is right here. This lets you have text and a small picture.
Display sign. So 5 quartz for each one.
Is that what it is? Yeah, I think I have that one, and then I have the smaller one, or I have a bigger one down below. That's just a bigger picture, really. I don't think you need a big picture.
Do you already hate what I'm doing, or what?
I don't know. I kind of don't like the power lines a whole lot.
I don't know how to do it differently.
I was thinking about maybe powering it from the outside of the building. Because then you wouldn't see the power line, I don't think. But that would be more effort to do.
I want you to like this and use it, Cash.
Yeah.
We don't need another repeat of the...
Yeah, I think here, just delete this wall here. Oh, you already have some hypertubes hooked up. Yeah, I think, yeah, just do the wall. And you can probably just put the little wall hooks, like, right above it outside. I think that would look better.
So, like, I have this one here. I don't... How...
Or no, so what you can do...
how I'm supposed to be able to get this power outside.
I'll show you. In the menu, there's a double wall outlet thing that will transfer through the wall. So where's the power at? Up there? I guess you'll have to put one of these inside. Probably just put it like right... Actually, no, not there. Well, it could be there. I don't know. Yeah, probably just put it there. So power.
Go ahead and put it in so I don't mess it up.
Yeah, it's there. Yeah, and
Oh, I
then
see
just
it.
yeah. So that power is going through the wall to that other outlet now. And you can probably just do. Oh, I just did what you're about to do. That's not perfectly straight, but I guess that's fine. It's straight on the inside, so. Yeah, I think I like that better, having the power on the outside. Because then it
Well, I'm
makes the
glad I
inside look nice
asked
and
you,
clean.
so I didn't make you mad.
I mean, do you not agree that it looks better this way?
I guess it does. I knew I was doing something wrong, so
Gotcha. Um,
because like that's honestly I thing I hated. Think about this though. Like I
yeah.
went through a lot of trouble to build the train track and the hypertube, and I was thinking, train and also you also have to understand that I couldn't even use the train for a long time,
Yeah.
and you would just like I can use it, fuck you, like.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you won't even use my cool thing that I made for us. So that's how I
Yeah.
feel about it, to be honest. So I want you to use it, and if you're not going to use it, I won't even bother. You know.
Alright, I kind of put... Oh, I just jumped in your hypertube. Or, did you power it up? Maybe that's why. I don't know. I just accidentally took the hypertube.
See, look, it's already an accident when you take it.
I've taken it twice now. Oh, that could be a problem.
What?
I need railings for when you come out of the hypertube, you don't just get launched down the stairwell.
Sounds like fun.
I don't know if these railings are going to be tall enough, but I put some railings up here. There's a lot of different, like, ways you can configure these signs. Can you put numbers as the image?
How did this get built wrong?
Are you saying you built it wrong?
I got it. Never mind.
Oh, so you didn't do it wrong?
No, I don't do anything wrong. I'm like
Oh.
you in that way.
Ooh.
Somehow the entrances got put on the wrong side over here.
Alright, what was I doing? I think your hypertubes might be too close to the stairs.
I think your hypertubes might be too close.
Well, no, it might be alright. I just don't want to get sucked into the hypertube when running past it.
Sounds awesome.
Not if it happens every time.
Milestone reached.
Yay.
Oil acquisition and refining unlocked. Oil-based products can now be made. The byproducts of oil refinement can be used after further processing, as seen in the refinery. Caution: this is a reminder to minimize the chance of expiration during out-of-base activities.
I've got this overlapping error and I'm not certain why. It's overlapping others' clearance. I'm not certain what I'm overlapping.
What vertical build mode are you using? That could be the... I think press like R or something. You might want to use a different mode.
Which one would you use?
Let's see, where are the options?
Auto 2D, noodle, horizontal to vertical, auto.
Probably horizontal to vertical, if possible.
Okay.
I think it depends on the situation. I think that's the cleanest one, looking one.
Oh, okay. Oh, it was fine the whole time. I just didn't realize. It was telling me clipping might occur and I wasn't sure where.
Oh, was it the yellow hologram?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's new too. There's soft and hard clipping. Soft is the yellow holograms and hard is the red holograms. It won't let you do the red stuff, but the yellow ones, it will still let you place it. It just gives you a warning that it might be clipping. But it might not visually be clipping, but like the bounding box might be. It's actually really helpful, you'll see once you start placing more stuff. So where's the oil factory gonna be?
I wish I knew, cuz, because then I'd tell you.
I know there's a lot of oil just to the west of the base, but I don't really want to use that oil. Because that's the area of the map that's going to get an update soon. And I think maybe I should save that area for the map for like power generation and not plastic and rubber production. That's what I'm trying to figure out, where to make plastic and rubber with the oil. Should probably get quartz and Caterium into the base. What should I do first? Quartz and Caterium into the base or oil stuff?
Well, we're probably going to be consuming a lot of power here pretty soon.
No, that's true. I mean, I already have a quartz factory. The conveyor belts just aren't going into the base. That wouldn't be too hard. The Caterium, you have to build the whole factory, so that would take longer.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, the quartz. We need quartz for like signs and lights, and there might be something else quartz might be used for now. So there's more of a demand for that now. But I can't make any oil power plants until I do all the plastics and rubber stuff first.
Mm-hmm.
I can also build, I think, the batteries soon. I think I already have them locked if we want to start charging up batteries. Oil about 550 meters to the south. I think that's the one I'm going to use. And not the ones to the west. There it is. It's actually not too far. It's 2 oil nodes. We don't unlock trains until tier 6. Guess I'm gonna have to run a conveyor belt from the oil factory back to the base. I want to start using trains.
Why'd they get rid of their old music?
Did they?
Yeah, I miss it.
I don't have the music on. And I don't think they got rid of it. I think they just added more music.
Alright, the Hypertube project is complete.
Wait.
We just need labels on this stuff.
Yeah, I put a couple up. I think the bigger one looks better than the smaller one.
Okay.
You can also, like, I was messing around, you can make the labels like really bright and stuff so they look like a light. That's what the little square one to the left is. You have a full inventory already?
Yeah, I was gonna go make a big highway.
Oh, let's see, grab a bunch of concrete.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you making the highway to?
I don't know.
You gonna just leave that chest there?
No?
Did you accidentally get sucked into the hyper tube?
I didn't accidentally. I was trying
No?
to see where that went.
Yeah.
So do you not have quartz to spare?
I have some, but not a lot. If you only need a few signs, I got enough for that. But I think you said it was like 5 quartz per sign. So I have enough for I have about 200 quartz, so 200 divided by 5.
Cause?
What? Can you not hear me?
No.
I have about 200 quartz.
Can I have some?
Where are you at? Oh, you're right next to me. You want all my quartz?
I don't know if I need all of it, but I'll take it.
I'm taking half of it back then.
Oh, well, there's 2 left over for you.
You can't even hold it all. Like, I usually like to keep a few empty inventory slots,
Here we go.
so I don't have problems like that.
Are there no reinforced iron plates? Am I on the wrong?
There's a
there's
storage container. They're all going to production, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, not making a lot of those yet. Probably making one every, like, minute or something. You can maybe turn off some of the machines making space elevator parts if they're using them.
I found a whole bunch of them backed up on one machine.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna back up eventually, but it'll take a while to get to that point. So that's good that it's backed up, that I have the machines turned down slower than the rate we're producing them. So it will eventually back up into storage. Alright. I'm ready to make a highway.
Finally.
Make a highway to where the oil is. That way I can bring the products, the plastic products, back along it. Not a hypertube highway.
Ooh.
But you can build hypertubes along the highway. I'm building a new concrete path. Do you want to take a tour of my current highway now? Or soon?
Yes. I'm almost done here. Give me like.
Yeah, all good. Because you'll see, like, as I got further away from the base, I made the path a bit skinnier and stuff, too, and some stuff like that.
I just can't even imagine how much easier my job would be if you could just delete stuff. And...
Yeah. And just place it with a hologram gun thing, or whatever you're
Yeah.
holding when you build
Hey,
stuff.
does that look good there? Yeah, I think that'll fit.
That looks pretty good. Okay, click. Automatically build itself. Alright, just need to invent the instant 3D printer with hologram lasers attached to it to show you a preview before it prints. And then the reverse, delete, I don't know what you would call it, to delete stuff and to get the materials back. I think you can remove this picture if you want to remove that iron ingot.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah? You got a plan?
Yes.
Oh, arrows. Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, you can change a lot of stuff. The text, the background, the icon, the colors, the emission strength. Might be easier, it's kind of too late for this, but you can copy paste the settings and then just change the text if you...
Yeah.
Is there an option to center the text, or do you just have to do that manually with like spaces in front? It looks like manually. Doesn't look like there's any alignment options. So I wouldn't bother with that then. There's an arrow background.
Yeah, I did that one wrong.
Yeah. I kind of like just seeing what these different options look like though.
Okay, I'm ready for this.
Alright, do you want to go on foot
Tour.
or drive?
Sure. I'll go
On
on
foot?
foot. Where are we going?
We're gonna just kind of run to the east a bit. We'll probably go... How about we go through the little dam? So I can show you the inside of that.
Alright. What floor is that on?
Let's go to floor 3. Let's go to floor 3. Or floor 1, but we can do... It doesn't matter.
Did you use the hypertube?
No, I took the stairs.
Are you serious? No, we're going back.
Alright, where are we going back to?
Back. We're going back up.
I'm trying to get my exercise. You want me to take the lazy hypertube when I can get my exercise on the stairs?
Alright. Oh,
Alright.
say it again. Let's go to floor 3.
Let's go to floor 3.
Alright. Lead the way. You went to 4.
I ended on 3 because I got shot out of 4 into the stairwell. and landed on the
Oh.
stairs halfway between 3 and 4.
Why'd you pick 4 when you said 3?
I was running at 3, but I
There we go.
passed by 4
You
on the
did that
way
on
to 3.
purpose. I don't believe you for a second. You did that on purpose.
I cut the angle too sharp. Where are you
Alright.
at?
By the conveyors.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize you were ahead of me. So I think I
Oh,
made
you
a
got-
little stairwell in this.
That's fancy.
So yeah, you can just go down the stairs. There's probably a better way to do this, but this is how I did it.
So when you convey something up here, it's a big damn deal.
Yeah.
And,
might have
oh,
been
great,
easier
you're
to-
going through the floor over there. Or unless that's graphics.
There's a
think it's
couple
graphic.
spots where the rock's sticking out. But besides that, I was trying not to go through the floor or anything.
I think it's graphics, because, yeah, that was
Yeah.
graphics.
Okay. I think now that I think about it, probably would have been easier to, instead of like stair stepping it like I did, to make it just to be vertical all the way up and use the floor holes to make multiple vertical segments. Instead of like vertical, horizontal to vertical, just a bunch of verticals. Repeat it.
Like the floor one?
Yeah. So yeah, a vertical segment to a floor hole, and then another vertical segment out of that floor hole to another floor hole, and so on. But
Well, it wouldn't have quite the dam look.
yeah, that's fair though. So yeah. So,
Damn. I'm not trying to like make that.
Yep.
Okay, so
So there's a little lake underneath this I kind of covered up, so it doesn't. I don't know.
so you want the hypertube to go along the left here? Or what?
I don't know. I didn't think about that. I heard Colleen.
Yes. Okay. Thank you for.
Did you tell her?
making me- Yes.
I was
thank
gonna
you
say
for
hi
aware.
back like last time.
He was gonna say hi back like last time. We're playing Satisfactory again.
Ah,
Uh-huh.
that's so fun.
It really is.
Enjoy.
Thanks.
Yeah, so I don't know where you'll put the hypertube. Either run it right down the middle or probably on the right side of it.
Wait, Cash, you want it down the middle of the conveyors?
No, I mean of this, like right where I'm standing, where it's painted, the foundations.
Oh.
Or to the right side of the conveyors.
Well, I was thinking that there'd be multiple tubes.
Gotcha. The space to the right of the conveyors, I have no plans for. And the space where like the steps were,
Basically, the
It's
right of
kind
the
of-
conveyors on the left side.
yeah, basically where the
I
steps
was
were on the
saying
other
right
side. Where?
Oh, so you have
Yeah,
plans
yeah,
for this here?
yeah. No plan.
Oh, this is where I wanted to put it.
Yeah, so this is just an extra like buffer room, and then like I have room for 11 side-by-side conveyors, and then a little gap in the middle, then another 11. And why 11 is just because that's what it ended up being.
Gotcha.
I would have liked a nice even 10 or something, but That's just what the space uses up. Oh, yeah. And I made these conveyors high enough that you can walk under them and drive underneath them with a vehicle. So I only have enough
Sorry,
conveyor.
what you say?
Oh, sorry. I was saying the conveyors are up on like, so you can run and walk underneath them here. They're kind of up high
Nice.
on supports. I wish it wasn't dark out right now.
So, can you start labeling this map with like factory?
I don't
Is there
think you
some-
can. No, I don't think there's any map changes. Right here, where these two conveyor belts split off to, those are my two steel factories right now. One's like beams and the other one's steel pipes.
So right where I'm at is one, and then where's
Yeah.
the or
Uh,
both of them? Oh, there's two of them.
Yeah, there's
over
one
there.
to the left and one kind of to the right, sort of.
Okay.
And if you go further in that direction, kind of to the right, that's where the quartz factories are. Like way off in the distance, a little bit to the right.
And they're
don't
oh, I think I see
you-
it.
can just kind of barely see it.
And you don't have a hyper. You don't have
No, I don't
concrete
have.
out.
No. So I don't know if you want
plan
to.
on putting it out there eventually,
Yeah.
or no?
Yeah. It's just that wasn't a high priority because I didn't need it for like space elevator parts or anything.
Okay. All right. So what else we got?
So if you follow this is like where I started out at, this area, and then I was looking for a good spot for like the main base, and I kind of looked off in the distance, and I'm like, I think, you know what? I'm gonna put it up on that mesa way over there. Because it was high enough in the air, I wouldn't have problems with terrain, but it was also like, supported. And it was a big enough mountain that I could fit like a large base up there.
Alright, what's this?
And you can, if you look back at the base, you can kind of see the scale the base will look like.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is my screw factory. And I did something new here where well, the first floor is like smelters or...
Oh, there's a miner.
Oh yeah, so the miner's inside the building. And then,
Wait, so what are you doing about the fact that eventually you're gonna get you're gonna be able to upgrade the miners?
I planned for that. So we'll just upgrade the miners and upgrade the conveyor belts and it should be fine.
Wait, so you don't have to make it any bigger than it is?
Only in the south direction. You'll just extend the building in one direction. But you won't have to add any more floors or anything. So yeah, the first floor is smelting the iron, and the next 4 floors are all just making screws.
How do you
But
get up there?
I think I had a ladder on the right side somewhere. I don't have a good way up. I didn't have the walkways and stuff unlocked yet. I no longer have a ladder. I need to build a way up. Oh, that ladder doesn't work very well.
How do you expect the CEO to be able to tour the plant?
I know.
You gonna make him climb ladders?
Well, I could start building some walkways. I didn't leave enough room for everything in here, though. Can you not climb? Yeah, you can.
Oh, there's another ladder.
Yeah. This ladder doesn't work very well. Yeah, I kind of added these little concrete pillars in the side later to make the building look a little bit more 3D from the outside instead of just like flat walls, but now they're getting in the
I don't
way.
need to see the top of this. Let's just
Yeah.
keep going to the next
So
one.
yeah, so I just got 4 floors so that like the conveyor belts would work out and not be overloaded. So when you upgrade the conveyor belts, the math should all work out fine to not like overload it.
Good.
And you should be able to bring 4 conveyor belts out of this building. I only have 2 going out and then getting merged into 1 right now. But yeah. Alright, next building. Where are you at? You went to the right.
Which way would you have gone?
I don't know. There's one building on
To
the
the
left.
left.
Nothing too special. I think that's concrete, or not concrete,
That's
copper pipes.
Sheets.
So kind of the same thing here. I probably built this building a bit later, so it might be a little bit cleaner looking inside, but not too much different. Only 2 floors here. But like the miners inside. Basically I had the miner and then the production, and then I have the output coming into a storage container right by the miner for each one.
How are you ventilating this place?
You know what? I haven't installed AC in any of these places yet for ventilation.
You're gonna have a lawsuit on your hands, mister.
Well, you know, you don't really need AC. You just need heating during the winter. You know, as long as you have.
Oh, go ahead.
No, that
There's
was about
no
it.
walls on this.
I never got around to this yet.
Ugh. Alright.
I was planning on putting like concrete walls around this or something and making it very concrete themed, but yeah.
Then there's another concrete node over here.
Yeah, I have 3 altogether. Because, you know, I needed a lot of concrete, so I made sure to get that going early on.
Dang,
but I never
this is
really
pretty
finished
far.
them. Yeah, so yeah, there's one node right there, and then another node, and a bigger node further to the south. But none of them are really finished. And like some of these I had to do some weird, like I had the miner and then it goes up a floor for where the production starts because of the terrain. Where are you at? I guess we can do this building next. Kind of the same thing. Copper wire here. But they're all pretty similar. You know, a few of them I experimented with different designs with like the outside of the building, but not too much different. I don't know if did I finish that roof? Probably not. This little platform I'm standing on is gonna be a continuation of this building. I'm gonna like have conveyor belts going like this or something to extend the building, because you can't really keep on expanding this building or you'll run into the other building. What's this building? It's like iron something. Iron rods. But kind of the same thing. Foundations on one floor, constructors on the next floor. I think some of the different buildings I experimented with different roof styles, or at least the buildings that do have roofs. I think that's kind of the big changes, is just experimenting with doing the roofs different.
Okay.
This building, I did a different kind of front to it. Kind of, you can do some interesting pillar designs. Where are you at? Oh, you walked to a different building than me.
Oh, I thought this was the one that you were.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We can do that other building next.
Okay.
Yeah, this one's not too much different. It just, you know, the roof's a bit, the front of it's usually what's different.
Where are we going next?
I want to show you this one over this way. This building. It kind of has a different looking front to it just based on the terrain. I had to do something different.
Interesting.
And I made the pillars more complex here. I have like a pillar and then I have another pillar inside of it rotated 45 degrees. And
Right.
this is some of the cool stuff you can do with soft clipping is you can like put two pillars inside of each other and rotate one to make different designs.
You trying to be on HGTV, Cash?
Kind of. I'm like, all my buildings are looking the same. I want to, yeah, make little slight changes to them.
Alright, what's next? Or is that...
That's most of them.
Where's the coal power plant?
Oh,
Is it back by the...
it's further to
steel?
the, no, it's further to the east.
I just
It's
want to make sure I
okay.
see the whole...
Yeah, I'll show you it. Are you behind me? Yeah. Run this way and follow, there's some power lines you can follow. I think run around the left of this lake. Just follow the power lines. The coal power plant's not very pretty looking. I just went for power, not for looks. Well, I tried going for looks and it did not turn out very well and I just gave up.
Ah, radiation.
Yeah. So this was the closest, the best source of both coal and water nearby was over here. I think I still have one extra coal node over here I'm not even using too. I think there's 3 coal nodes and I'm using 2 of them with miner Mark IIs and 2 overclocks in each one.
Yeah, there's an unused coal node.
Yep. But yeah, this is my coal plant. I think I got 2 rows of 16 right now. With kind of plans to put another 2 more rows, but I never built that. I got water extractors underneath the floor for the water source. But I don't know. I tried to put like a roof on it, but I didn't really like the real flat roof and everything. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's my power source. It's just these 16, actually no, 32 coal nodes, coal generators. And I think I don't know if I'm at the limit of these conveyor belts. I think I am.
Well, have you
Well,
decided
I'm close to the
to
limit.
put like power storage stuff in here?
Yeah, we can throw batteries wherever. As long,
Yeah.
I mean, you can put those anywhere as long as it's connected to the power grid.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be by the power plant.
True.
Yeah, so I'm almost at like I'm doing 240 coal on these conveyor belts, and these Mark III can do 270. And there's one more coal node I'm not using, so you could add more power here.
Okay.
I think this coal node's impure, yeah. Where these were pure, or no, normal nodes. But,
Okay. So is
so,
that everything you've
yeah,
done?
that's everything besides the quartz factories. We can look at that on the way back.
Okay.
This hole in the ground right here is new in the update too, by the way. It was just kind of flat around here and they just made it a big hole.
Interesting.
They made a few
There's-
little changes to the desert. Just minor changes. They didn't like add any new or move any the resource nodes. So these resource nodes are already here and they just like made a hole in the middle of them.
Huh.
So if you kind of go along the edge here, you'll get to my quartz eventually.
Oh, is that it on the very edge?
Yep. Yeah, there's 2 quartz resource nodes there. So I built 2 factories over there. Each factory is making, I think one's making quartz crystal and the other one's making, what was it, silica maybe? But right now I have pretty much all of it just going into a awesome sink.
Why don't you convey it back?
Because that takes time. And I didn't get a chance to do it yet. I want to do it eventually. So yeah, I got 2 little factors here. This one I tried something new. The quartz node wasn't in a good location, so I kind of built a little bridge and then built the factory up here on top of this rock. Yeah, this is making silica. Which I think you need silica for the windows. Yeah, the windows now take concrete and silica.
You want me to get some of this conveyed back?
Yeah. That's
Is
on my
there
to-do
a
list.
storage node for it? Or storage space for
Nope.
it?
Nope. You'll have to pick one of the next empty containers and make it be silica and quartz crystal. Yeah, and this factory's quartz crystal.
And what are you using as a ground? Like a floor?
Oh,
You're
this
using
was,
concrete?
this is just the
No, I'm
default
talking about the
foundation.
give back to
Oh, yeah, it's concrete foundation.
that thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
that thing.
Alright.
Yeah. I don't know what the best way to get over here would be, though. Probably come from, yeah, I don't know. Either, I guess you can look at the steel plants, too, as we run past.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do.
I messed, this one I'm built kind of up in the air and messed around with making, like, supports for the factory.
Huh.
So, I don't know, I think these are kind of cool looking supports.
Yeah.
I did 2 concrete foundations, one rotated 45 degrees to make these like pillars. And I don't know, mixed a few things to kind of make it a little bit more interesting to look at.
How long did this take to do?
A while. Because I wanted it to look good. I was
When did you
focused
start this?
right when update 5 came out.
When was that?
I don't remember. Whenever it came out to the experimental version. So yeah, with these steel factories, I have both an iron and coal node going to them. I think this other steel factory I used an alternate recipe on that gave me more steel, but I didn't have the alternate recipe at the time for the first one. So that's not as efficient as it could be. So if we need more steel, we could convert it to the alternate recipe.
Were you using concrete ramps for a lot of your
Yes.
stuff?
Yeah, concrete ramps, concrete foundations, all concrete stuff. I think
like-
after we finished the...
Or is this too steep, right, what I just did?
No, that's fine. I was just trying not to make it go like up and down a ton. So I would go up until I got to like the top of this hill. And then I might go up a little bit higher if you plan to go over this hill right here.
Yeah.
I'll probably keep on going up until you're high enough to clear this hill, and then just go straight across.
Okay.
Actually, I just thought of something though. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I would go straight for a while so you don't get in the way of the steel factory.
Picking up multiple Fix-It personnel in the area. Proceed with harvest before
Wait,
it's too
where
late.
are you at right now? Is there a factory over there?
No, but you probably want to keep on extending it this way. Because I think this steel factory over here will get extended eventually, and I don't want it getting in the way of the path.
Okay.
So I think it's probably better to go out a little bit farther. And you'll have to go out further eventually anyway. It might be better just do a straight shot from my other path over here.
From what?
From where I'm running towards. Can you see where I'm at?
Oh, like way over there?
Yeah, come straight out and just go in a straight line to the quartz from there.
Alright.
I mean, you don't have to. I'm just throwing out ideas.
You mean demands?
I don't know. That was just like a skinny path to the steel factories there you're going off of. We could expand that, but we also could go off this more main path I built. I don't know. I'll let you do it however you want.
Doing it your way.
I can leave the area and just let you do it.
It's Cash's way or the highway.
I'm trying not to be like that. Yeah, I don't know where you want to start from. Up here or down a bit lower?
I think right where I am is where I'm gonna start.
Okay. Yeah, if you need to move this little vertical conveyor belt, you can.
How many wide do you think you want it? 3?
I think 3. I've been doing an odd number and then using this paint pattern down the middle. Where's that in the customizer? Patterns.
Whoa.
You see the thing up and down?
Yeah.
Just, you know, it's a little extra to make it just for the looks. And that's why I wanted it to be an odd number, so I could put that down the middle.
Classic cache.
Actually, it might not have to be an odd number to put it down the middle. Get that.
Only one way to find out, I
No,
guess.
it does have to be an odd number. For this path type, it does. There's no, like, you can't put it on the side of a foundation.
Yeah.
But, like, some of the other things, there's, like, little edge pieces.
Did you say there was a way to build like a big
Yeah.
strand?
Yeah. Press R while you're in the build mode. You'll go between default, zoop, and vertical.
Okay.
And it's the zoop and vertical that you want to use. Zoop is the horizontal version, and vertical is the vertical version. So that'll let you
You just
click.
saw me over there failing, and you.
I
Just...
wasn't watching you. I thought you knew about it already. Yeah, it'll take a little getting used to like cycle through the modes depending on which mode you want, but once you get used to it, it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
You only can build 10 at a time that mode, but that's really fine.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet someone made a hack to be able to do more. Sounds like the Satisfactory community.
There were mods before this got released that let you build kind of in a similar way. So yeah, there kind of are mods. I kind of like the limit sometimes. I was using it like when building the dam and stuff. I think it might be like 11 wide. So I'd build one edge and then do a bunch of zoops of 10 to get the full 11 or whatever. And it made it easy to get the same length. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but
Would you use double ramps?
yeah, that looks better. Yeah, one thing I've not done at all is like support this highway with like pillars underneath. That's something I kind of planned on doing eventually. Oh, this runs into that arch. You might want to start going down earlier
Yeah.
because of this arch. That or move it to the left a few foundations and try to go to the left of it and go above the arch. I think you should probably move it to the left and try and go above.
When you say move it to the left, you mean
I mean like
the whole thing?
yeah, the whole 3 wide section.
Well, I'm just gonna build out there so I know where I can actually go.
Or
Looks like it just needs to go over one.
yeah, just make it go over one. I can help you build.
Thanks.
I'll move it over one on the way back and delete the other part.
Okay.
If you want to go over more than one, it wouldn't be too hard to modify now while modifying one.
I think one is the way to go
Alright.
for this.
Okay, if you did more than one, I would have to move this little vertical conveyor belt over here. So that works out. The delete tool is also kind of different now. When you hold control to delete multiple things, you can press, I think, control again and unselect stuff now if you accidentally select more than you want.
Mhm. Were you planning on using these geysers or whatever?
I don't know. Maybe eventually. I don't have a use for them right now, though.
All right. Well, whoever, if you
There
want
is
to,
another 2 more coal nodes not too far away you might use them with. I guess if you want more power. I don't know what the water's good to use with. What other resources are nearby you might need the water for. Yeah, I would say try not to like build over them or leave room to use them maybe, but I don't have any plans right now. Because I don't have the whatever you need, the like
the
pump or yeah,
pressurizer.
the pressurizer to use them.
I think for most of them there's enough room, but I don't know
Yeah.
about.
Alright, well that's fine. If we do want to use it, we'll just have to modify the path later.
How to get to the power plant?
I'm not too concerned about needing to build a highway out there. Because we don't need to like have a conveyor belt coming back along it or a train or anything. The only thing you might want to add is a hyper tube, which maybe you can just build the hyper tube a bit differently for that section. I don't know. I don't even know why I built these. I never planned to build these foundations. I think what happened was I built that dam thing and had foundations at the bottom of it, and then I decided to just continue the foundations back to my mini factories. And I guess I kind of liked how it made it look cleaner. The conveyor belts were in nice straight lines and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I never really had a plan from the beginning to use these foundations for anything. It's just kind of been as I go. I'm like, oh, I had conveyor belts, and then I'm like, well, maybe I'll drive vehicles on it too, and maybe we'll add hypertubes now too. Maybe add trains too later along it. I don't know. There's like an asphalt roadway you can build 2 now. I don't think I have that unlocked. But like you can actually make it look like a road if you wanted to. I think that's something to unlock in the awesome shop. And there's like yellow road lines you can paint onto it. Well, there's dotted lines you can paint onto it. So, I don't know, you can do a lot with these foundations to make them look interesting. So you're going around the lake.
I'm running out of concrete.
So you decided you wanted a path after. How wide are you making this path? 3 wide? Yeah,
It's
that's
3
probably
wide.
good. That's probably all you need. Yeah. Like, I think my path was like 11 wide, and then I cut it down to like 9, and then 7, and then 5 as I get further away. Always keeping an odd number, though.
Naturally.
What are you gonna do about that archway coming up in the distance?
I was gonna turn this whole thing left and
Okay.
then right.
Alright. Do you need some more concrete?
Yes, I do.
How much do you want?
How much you got?
I got about 10 stacks of 500.
Alright, I'll do
There's like
one
5 of
more.
them.
There we go. Yeah. Alright, well I can, now I don't need, I was gonna start the hypertube and go back, but now I don't need to do that.
Finish the path. If you want, you can, like at the next turn, maybe even go down to 1 wide. Though maybe it's better just keep it at 3 the whole way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that the base is like way up on the hill, and when you go on the edge of the base and look down, you can see these paths. These
Yeah.
nice straight paths going between the buildings and stuff. I like that. And I'm just picturing it later on, seeing like trains and hypertubes going along it too. Think about adding little like railings to the edge of this road eventually. Not right now, but
This zoop thing makes things so much easier.
Comply.
I would probably go down a bit and bring it closer to the ground.
Why is that?
Well, I don't like it just floating in the air. Like, I was trying to keep it close to the ground without having too many ups and downs. Like, and you could go down and stay at the lower height the rest of the way back.
But didn't you just tell me that it's easier to? You don't want it like to keep going up. You want it to like.
I just don't want down and then immediately back up. I'd rather have like down, a flat section, and then back up. Like,
So do you want this changed right now?
Kind of. I would say no, but then if you start building hypertubes along it, it's probably better to change it now before you start adding stuff on top.
Well, I don't know how. I don't know what height. You need to.
I'll do it
You
then.
need to start it, and I can finish it or something.
Yep.
I don't know what you want.
Yeah. I just want it closer to the ground. Pretty much as close to the ground as it can be. Probably gonna go way back, actually.
How much is this changing?
A lot. I'm redoing the whole thing.
Well, I guess I shouldn't even bother. I don't know.
I strongly advise you to harvest this specimen. Harvest.
This is your grand plan? To be
Yep.
closer to the hazards?
Yeah,
You built through a tree, Cash.
I have a fix for that.
The hell was that?
What tree? Oh, I didn't go
Here,
up
I
high
try
enough.
to be.
Or I went down too low.
You deserve
You know what?
that.
I did that on purpose. I thought about going down even lower, but I didn't want to have to cut down all the trees. But now I kind of want to go down lower.
Just call you the tree butcher. Jeez. Wait, Cash, did you switch it down to 2?
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
I know.
I'm just
one.
doing the like left edge right now.
Well, you're gonna have to cut down that tree because I don't do that.
Oh yeah, I'll take care of that. Perfect.
I almost knocked out an entire power grid.
How dare you?
I said almost. I didn't say I did. You should be thanking me for not doing that. Why did I even bother to try to do this, to be honest?
That's a good question.
It's a question that'll leave philosophers up at night.
We'll just continue it straight here.
Yeah, I don't know what you want.
I thought about making it dip down more. But then I would have to make it just dip
Sheesh.
down a tiny bit and then back up. Hey, there's a few pieces here you don't have to delete.
Oh, I'm so happy about that.
Let me take care of my tree services.
I assume I'll be billed for that.
I kind of don't like this part. Alright, little change here.
If you're doing major changes, you're doing it. And
Yeah, I'm doing it.
you're also not doing that BS where you change something and then not fix it, not fix everything about it. That was a
I
classic
cannot
Cash
guarantee
move.
that won't happen.
Oh, nothing would get me madder when I would like fall to my death because you deleted my hypertube and then didn't reconnect it or something.
Three's gone. Was I running power along the right side? I don't know.
You gonna fix that power thing?
Nope.
Why not?
No, fine.
It was your doing.
What? Huh.
I wonder what Beaver Chip has been up to lately.
What made you think of that?
I don't know. I'll never forget when he introduced me to the Pirate Bay.
He introduced you to that?
Doctors say that the only remedy is alien.
Here comes Cash with his, you didn't already know that?
I mean, I'm not surprised if you didn't know it, but I don't know.
No, you just had to make me feel like an idiot for saying that I didn't know something when I was 17. or 16 or whatever.
Alright, fix the power.
Did you cause a power outage?
No. I placed the new pools and then deleted the old ones. So
Classic. But I remember on older versions of the game, a lot of times you'd still lose power. Remember?
no.
Really? I think that happened all the time.
No. If you had like two separate power grids and you like turned off the power to one power grid, you would hear the sound and not know which grid lost power. If that's what you're thinking about.
No, I just remember like the game would glitch sometimes.
I don't think you're
And-
remembering right.
I don't think you're remembering right.
I think there's something wrong with your brain.
God. All the gaslighting that you
This
commit
game
on me.
never had problems. It's been perfect
There we go.
since day one.
Now I know you're just lying.
Alright, what's next? You're doing the hypertube, what should I do? So are you gonna make like little exits for this hypertube so you can get off at like by the different buildings?
My initial thought was to have like a
Can you stack you can stack hypertubes on top of each other, right?
no.
No? Nah.
I was honestly, Cash, I was thinking like you kind of would there'd be like a star formation from the hub on these.
What do you mean by
And then-
star formation?
Like the hub is the center
Yeah,
and it has legs out to everything.
to everything.
Hmm.
That's what I'm not. I don't think you can go to everything.
I don't think you can go to everything.
I think the hub would be like the biggest star that would go to a bunch of smaller star formations.
Oh, are you the one building the hypertube? I forgot.
Alright. As long as your hypertubes look good, I'll try not to complain.
You're
I
gonna
just-
complain the whole time.
I just
What?
feel like we're gonna have like 100 hypertubes leaving the base, and we're not gonna know which one goes where.
Kish, they'll be labeled. We just labeled my
well,
dumb signs.
That's part of the making it look good. Like it needs to be labeled and have a good system to it. Good. I don't know. I don't want the hypertubes to look like a bunch of spaghetti all crisscrossing each other.
There we go.
Like, as long as you can figure that all out, how to label it all and how to route it all, then do your thing. I need to get like, I don't think I want to start a big project tonight, but like, I need to just like go over and start the oil stuff and let you do your thing without being able to see what you're doing. Because then I can't
Yeah,
comment
that'd
on
probably
it.
be best for everyone. What artifact did you find?
I picked up one artifact so that it would stop saying stuff whenever I ran past it. That's what you mean.
Oh. I just picked up a Sommer sloop.
Yeah. Those still don't do anything. The Slumber
Eh.
sloops and Mercer spears still don't do anything.
What's the point of them?
There'll be a point when the full game's released. This is still early access.
Would it kill them to just finish it?
You're right. I think it's probably within a year of being finished. But don't quote me on that. I might be wrong.
I already did.
Alright, a year it is. I said it.
Write that down.
Yeah, I think next time we play, I'm going to start on oil, so I'm going to just kind of start prepping the stuff I might need for that. That and I guess we still need conveyor belts coming from the quartz to quartz building. We built a foundation to it, but not the conveyor belts. Really want to get Mark 5 conveyor belts unlocked, but that's pretty far away still. Because I feel like all the conveyor belts I'm placing right now are temporary. They're gonna need upgrading to Mark 5 once they're unlocked. You're awful quiet right now.
Oh, I said I agree. I
Oh.
didn't have my foot on the pedal.
Gotcha. I was wondering if something like that was happening.
But I didn't say anything before that.
Yep. Pretty much all the conveyor belts I placed on these highways are gonna need upgrading eventually. So like, I'm placing enough, but trying not to place too much. Any more than necessary. Well, I just walked into the base and I took the stairs up. And then realized once I got
Tell
to
me
the
you
top
hate
that the
me.
hyper tubes existed.
Just tell me my dreams don't mean anything to you.
Hey, it's gonna take time for me to change my ways. You can't expect an instant change.
I can and I will.
Oh, I have 4 tickets right here. There's a little container next to the Awesome Shop and Awesome Sink in our base with 4 tickets that you could have used earlier.
Can you get me a floor hole?
Yeah, do you need that right now? Or soon?
Yeah, probably soon.
Alright, how much that cost? Okay, it's only
One.
one. You're lucky. I wasn't gonna spend anything more than I needed to.
I know. I know. You gotta tell me.
I got other
I
things I
know.
want to buy.
Way more important things, I imagine too.
Of course. Um, I don't even have pipeline floor holes unlocked yet. Actually, I have a decent amount of the stuff bought already. Still a couple more foundation types I need to buy. Oh, I can buy coated concrete foundations now, as well as asphalt foundations. Wait, I already bought asphalt? Grip metal foundation? Oh, if I didn't buy your hypertube floor holes, I could have bought the coated concrete foundations.
Here it just
But I think
pile on cash.
I think I need plastic to actually build that, so it's not really worth building right now, buying right now.
Tell me what else you could have bought instead.
Well, and now that you're asking, I could have bought a little coffee cup.
An essential, as
It
we all
is.
know.
Oh, there's some statues in here. 25 coupons, I can buy an adequate pioneering statue. Need 50 coupons for the pretty good at pioneering. And 150 for the satisfactory pioneering. Yeah, the statues are for like late game. When you have nothing else to do, it's like start sinking stuff to save up for the statues. Oh, I can buy this. Here, I'm buying something. There you go.
Sheesh, using 4 tickets?
I still have one left.
How's that possible? Because I made you use so many of them.
You know, it takes someone. Only someone as smart as myself can understand how it's possible. Really complicated stuff happening.
I see what you mean.
Don't worry about it. Just know that by not buying hypertube stuff, it might be more possible. see with this concrete foundation stuff. Where is it at? Interesting.
How do you feel about the hypertube coming up with the conveyors in the dam?
That's fine. Just bring it up the
Okay.
right side. You might have a little issue though with some clipping.
What's that?
There's some part of the rocks, the mesa, kind of clip into the right side a little bit.
I'll figure it out.
All right. Yeah, just
Plus, that's not really
just trying to
being
warn you.
seen.
right. I think if you get too close to like the back wall or something, you might have a little issue.
I was hoping that that this foundation dam that you built was hollow, and I was gonna bring it up the side inside of it, but I see it is not hollow.
There is some parts of the dam you can delete to make more room. How it's kind of like staggered on the outside. And it's like flat on the inside, so there's like little sections you can delete. That I just never delete it. Yeah, if you bring it up the right side, you shouldn't have too much of a problem with clipping.
Okay.
It's actually where the conveyor belts are, where the biggest problem is, I think. Or maybe one spot down by you. I want to show you something though. Yeah, and there's the little bit right there where you're at. Yeah, I want to show you that,
Alright. What are you trying to show me?
I can't delete what I want to delete easily. I think like every other, I deleted the wrong one. Every other one of these can be deleted.
Oh.
And there's like, because it's deeper on the outside but flat on the inside. So like every other one can be deleted, and you could run it up inside of one of those if you want.
Wait, every other one. Oh.
Yeah, like if you walk outside, you'll see how it's like twice as thick.
Yes.
So, because I added that it was flat, and then I added that on the outside later just for the looks, and
Okay.
didn't bother to delete it on the inside. So, yeah, so you could either do it like how you are doing it now, or stick to like the outs, like the other side of the wall. I
Okay.
don't know. I'll let you decide. It doesn't matter to me,
Alright.
but that's an option. If you want some more room, you can delete some of these. I don't know. You
Okay.
could, if you want to bring a lot of hypertubes up this, you could run them up all of them. There's was it 4 sections you could delete?
Nice.
I don't know.
Alright, well,
Yep.
I'll probably be getting off here soon anyways.
Oh yeah. I was about to ask you when you want to stop because I'm about ready. Yeah, that's kind of like the benefit of setting up a dedicated server though. Like, I can't get off until you're ready. Because if I get off, it forces you off too.
Yeah.
Versus, I guess you can get off and I can stay on, but... So maybe eventually I might look at converting it to a dedicated server.
So what will we need for that?
There's there's stuff you can install for that. You can probably even install it on the same computer that I'm running the game off of, but...
As I know, I feel like the way that Microsoft Home Pro was, the way it says, it sounds like it's something you could probably do, right?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, wasn't one of the advantages to having Microsoft Windows Pro that you can make VMs?
Oh, you don't even need a VM though. I think you can make that with the regular version, but... Basically, you'll just have a different computer running the game. And that different computer doesn't even need to, like, calculate the graphics or anything. Like, it doesn't actually display the game or anything, it just runs it. And it's what both myself and you will connect to play. And it'll just be running 24/7. Always on. Thinking about maybe, I got an old laptop that I never use. Maybe just setting it up on that.
That would be a cash move. Insert a sentence by saying, I got an old laptop, and then do something.
And then I'll just leave the laptop on the whole time.
Okay. Oh, I'm so close. Hey, I saw you use it.
What do you mean I didn't use it? I like the stairs better. I'm not gonna use that hypertube.
You like Krabby Patties? Cash.
Hypertubes are the worst.
Alright, I have a very temporary place for this hypertube in here. So don't get upset.
Temporary.
Well, I
Oh, that
don't know
looks
where to
ugly.
put it.
What are you doing? Oh, I'm so upset.
God, Cash.
I'm just joking. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with temporary. The only thing would be, though, that sometimes things that are planned to be temporary never get around to getting fixed because there's something else comes up, you know?
Yeah, it's everything. You didn't even like finish. Look at all the buildings you didn't finish.
What buildings? If they were temporary, it would be much more unfinished. Is this the temporary part that you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, because this is where the trains are gonna be, so yeah.
I just wanted to finish for tonight. And throw an entrance on the other side. And maybe ride through it.
The floor above
Whee!
doesn't really have much of a plan.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll take it up
So,
another floor.
yeah,
then.
probably take it up another floor or possibly run it along the ceiling of this floor.
Oh.
But I figured there would be a bunch of train stations on that bottom floor and would just bring the stuff out of the train stations and up into the floor above and then over to wherever it needs to go. So that's why I kind of put it in between floor, but there's not much of a use for it at the moment until I kind of start placing trains and figure things out.
Gotcha. Wow, this helps. This makes things go a lot quicker.
But hypertubes?
Yes.
Hypertubes are slow. You should call them slow tubes.
There is no limit to your cruelty. Whoa, I just made it to the other side.
Whoa!
Alright, when I make it back, I'm ready to get off.
Alright. Yeah, just let me know when I can, I guess, save the game and stop.
Okay.
I got like the auto save to set to I think every 30 minutes because I don't like the lag that happens when it auto saves, so I made it less frequent. So because I usually always manually save at the end anyway, and it almost never crashes on me. But it probably will now that I said that. So I like the auto saves aren't. I never really use them. So I set it to a half an hour. I didn't want to go really much higher than a half an hour. In case
Yeah.
it does crashes, like I'm willing to redo up to maybe a half an hour's worth of work.
Well, on average, 15 minutes.
Yeah, on average, yeah, right. Worst case scenario, a half an hour. So yeah. So when we're done playing, remind me to save. Because if I don't, we might lose, 15 minutes at the end.
I'm in our building.
Walk into the roof of our building so I can look out at the highways we built. And here comes an autosave. Perfect timing.
Alright, I'm ready. Alright, did you save it?
No. Because you set that literally like 10 seconds after the autosave, so I'm like, I can just use the autosave.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Alright,
stop.
cuz.
Alright, see you next time.
See you, cuz.
See ya.
Bye bye.